Welcome to a full hour of Curious Facts with Zarpado. Before starting, I ask you something very simple. Like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any curious fact. Let's begin right now. There is a globe that floats in the air without touching anything thanks to a system of magnets that keeps it suspended and spinning as if it were in space. It also has LED lights that illuminate it at night, giving it a hypnotic effect that turns it into a perfect ambient lamp for any desk. You just need to plug it in and place it carefully so it starts levitating. It does not need batteries or tricks. It is real technology that looks like magic and is perfect for lovers of futuristic design. At the Brazil Open tennis tournament, the ball boys are not people but trained dogs. These animals are not only adorable but also perform their function with speed and agility, collecting the balls and bringing them to players or referees without any problem. Their presence relaxes the atmosphere and delights spectators, showing that sports and fun can be combined. A great example of how animals can also be an active part of the game and not just spectators. In 1889, the pizza maker Rafael Esposito created the margarita pizza in honor of Queen Margherita of Savoy during her visit to Naples. He used ingredients that represented the colors of the Italian flag: red from tomato, white from mozzarella, and green from basil. What started as a tribute to royalty became a symbol of Italian cuisine, famous all over the world for its simplicity and flavor. A pizza that was born from tradition and ended up conquering the planet. In Sweden, a company called Corvid Cleaning trains crows to collect cigarette butts and trash from the streets, rewarding them with food. Crows are known for their high intelligence and ability to learn complex tasks, making them perfect allies for this mission. The initiative not only helps keep the streets clean, but also takes advantage of the natural ingenuity of these birds. An unexpected alliance between humans and crows for a cleaner and more sustainable environment. A young German decided to challenge the rules in 2016 and illegally climbed to the top of the Great Pyramid of Egypt to capture unique images from that privileged point. The climb was extremely risky due to the height and uneven stones, but the panoramic view covering the desert in the city was unmatched. This feat, although dangerous and forbidden, shows the fascination that this ancient wonder still inspires. An adventure that combined bravery and a strong desire to capture the unexplored. There is a professional tag competition called World Chase Tag, where two people compete in a kind of obstacle park. One runs and the other chases with only 20 seconds to catch them. There are no other rules than speed, reflexes, and strategy in half a minute of pure adrenaline. What started as a children's game became a spectacular sport that shows fun has no age or limits. In Bali, monkeys have their own negotiation code with tourists. These intelligent primates often steal items like glasses or cameras, but only return them in exchange for food. It is not a simple theft, but a kind of trade that shows their ability to adapt and use strategies. Monkeys have learned that food is more valuable than any object and use that advantage to easily get snacks, a lesson in animal cleverness in the middle of a tourist environment. Rani is not a common cow. She is the smallest in the world. With barely 20 inches of height and 57 pounds of weight, this cow from Bangladesh broke records and captivated thousands of curious visitors. Her size, more similar to that of a large dog, turned her into a local phenomenon that attracted people from everywhere. Small in stature but huge in fame, Rani showed that sometimes the most extraordinary things come in the smallest packages. And in some veterinary centers, dogs walk underwater to recover from injuries. Aquatic treadmills are used in canine physical therapy to strengthen muscles and improve mobility without stressing the joints. The water reduces impact and allows smooth movements while the dog stays constantly active. The best part is that many animals enjoy the exercise without realizing they are in treatment, a perfect mix of science, care, and affection. The Peabody Hotel in Memphis has a unique tradition that began in the 1930s, the Duck March. Twice a day, a group of famous ducks walks from the rooftop to the main lobby fountain following a red carpet. This parade attracts visitors who enjoy watching the ducks march with firm and elegant steps as if they were part of the hotel staff. A curious mix of nature and protocol that became a symbol of the place and a tourist attraction. This living Tamagotchi in history lasted 89 days alive. This small electronic device, famous in the 1990s, required constant attention to feed, clean, and play with it. Keeping it alive for almost 3 months was an achievement that meant responding to its beeps, even in the middle of the night, and avoiding leaving it alone for more than a few hours. Today it seems like a simple game, but at the time, it was an intensive lesson in digital responsibility that many still remember fondly. There is a clock that uses a snake as part of its mechanism to measure time. The tiny snake moves with precision, marking the hours or seconds in a mix of art, fine watchmaking, and symbolism, since the snake represents the infinite cycle of time in many cultures. The detail is functional and visually striking, completely original in the world of watchmaking. A piece that turns the passage of time into a hypnotic spectacle, combining tradition and mechanical precision. A skydiver landed calmly in Australia and was greeted by a kangaroo, but not exactly with hugs. As soon as he touched the ground, the animal approached, stood firm, and started throwing punches as if it were in a boxing ring. Kangaroos are famous for this behavior when they feel challenged or when someone invades their territory. Nothing like a landing with an Australian surprise that shows in nature you never know who will greet you. On a road in India, an endless line of ducklings crossed during rush hour, stopping cars, motorcycles, and buses that waited patiently. The animals moved in organized lines as if they perfectly knew traffic rules. The scene, recorded by several drivers, went viral for its tenderness and rarity, with no chaos or honking, just respect for an unexpected march. A charming reminder that nature still finds ways to surprise us in the most everyday moments. The Belliner Time Treasure Clock is not just a clock, it is a masterpiece of luxury and precision, with a price exceeding $20 million. It is decorated with 425 yellow diamonds, each mounted on solid gold, and the process to polish those stones lasted 3 full years. Its design combines high watchmaking technology with stunning aesthetics, creating an object that is a symbol of status and art at the same time. Only a few people in the world can afford to hold this jewel in their hands. In Turkey, someone went beyond cosplay and created a giant transformable robot from a BMW 3 Series. The car rises, opens, rotates parts, and deploys mechanical arms, all in an automated way and controlled remotely. Although it does not walk or talk, the transformation is visually striking and shows how far creative engineering can go. A whim that mixes cinema, robotics, and automotive design, turning a real car into something that looks like it came out of a science fiction movie. Grumpy Cat, the famous grumpy internet cat, was actually named Tartar Sauce. She became famous for her bad-tempered expression, which was the result of a genetic condition that gave her that permanent look of displeasure. What started as a simple photo on social media became a global phenomenon with millions of followers, memes, an online store, and even a published book. Although she has passed away, her feline legacy lives on as one of the most recognizable viral icons in the world. Someone built a real Volvo using thousands of Lego Technic pieces. And while this full-scale and fully functional model has an engine-light steering wheel, and you can even sit inside it. Although its speed is limited, everything moves like in a real car, being a collaboration between Volvo and Lego to show how far technical creativity can go. It is a work of engineering, art, and play all in one, and watching it move brick by brick is almost hypnotic. In Japan, there is a competition where expert carpenters compete to see who can make the thinnest wood shaving possible. They use traditional woodworking planes that require years of practice to master properly. The shavings, when well made, are so thin they become transparent like paper and seem to float in the air. And this tradition not only shows technical skill, but also respect for the material and history, a dance between tool and craftsman that represents Japanese delicacy turned into a profession. There is a bed that could save your life in case of an earthquake. This innovation automatically detects seismic vibrations and within seconds closes to form a safety capsule where the mattress drops the walls close and protect you under a steel structure resistant to debris. Inside it includes water, food, a flashlight, and even oxygen to survive while rescue arrives. Designed for extreme emergencies, this bed is like having a personal shelter that has already been tested in high seismic risk areas. A content creator uses a 3D printer to design figures that seem to defy reality. Instead of printing conventional objects, he designs impossible shapes and visual effects that play with perspective and confuse the human eye. The result is a series of objects that from certain angles seem to move or completely change shape. This is how he combines technology and creativity to make art in 3 dimensions, and each video he publishes is an invitation to question what we think we see. In several countries like Denmark, United States, and Mexico, there are musical roads that play notes when vehicles drive over them. To achieve this, precise grooves are carved into the asphalt with specific spacing, and when tires pass over them, the vibrations produce recognizable melodies like folk songs or local anthems. This innovation aims to improve road safety and encourage drivers to maintain the proper speed. Additionally, these musical sections have become tourist attractions that combine functionality and culture. Cuneiform writing is one of the oldest writing systems in the world and was created by the Sumerians thousands of years ago. It was carved into clay tablets using a wedge-shaped stylus that left very characteristic angular marks on the soft surface. Out of this system was not only the basis for recording commercial transactions and laws, but also allowed the creation of literature and written communication in ancient times. Knowing that everything began with simple marks in clay makes us appreciate much more how writing evolved. A little dog escaped in the middle of the night, and to return home simply rang the doorbell as if it were the most normal thing in the world. A security camera captured the exact moment when the calm and well-mannered animal patiently waited at the door for someone to open it. The video went viral because of the dog's intelligence and calm behavior, showing better manners than many people. A sweet reminder that our pets are much smarter than we sometimes think. There is an innovative machine that cleans bicycles for you in less than 2 minutes. Why don't you just place the bike inside and a system of brushes and water jets cleans every corner, even the most difficult ones like the chain or spokes. It is also eco-friendly since it recycles the water used and is designed for urban cyclists, bike shops, or competitions where quick cleaning is key. It also reduces component wear by removing accumulated dirt and grease, leaving your bike ready to ride without getting your hands dirty. In the heart of Mexico City, an area once known for high crime transformed radically thanks to collaboration between artists and authorities. The neighborhood is now a vibrant and safe space full of murals, cultural areas, and green spaces that restored pride to its residents. This revitalization not only improved safety, but also attracted visitors from everywhere. Street art became a tool for social change, showing how creativity can redefine a place and build community. There is an artist who turns his own hand into optical illusions using only paint. He paints with such detail that the fingers disappear and transform into animals, objects, or impossible figures before your eyes. He uses shadows, textures, and colors to play with perspective and completely deceive the human eye. He does everything in real time without templates or digital effects, only paint and pure technique that leaves people staring, trying to understand how it is possible. 7 Chinese friends decided to make an unusual dream come true, to grow old together under the same roof. They built a house in Hangzhou with private rooms, shared spaces, a communal kitchen, and an environment designed to support each other in old age. This story went viral for showing another way of understanding adulthood. Not solitary, but chosen and shared with those you love most. More than a house, they built a family in their own way, proving that true friendship can last forever. In Japan, the Komin Zoo launched an unexpected idea: zoo jeans. These pants feature rips made by tigers and lions during controlled sessions inside the zoo. After the process, they are sold, and the proceeds support the conservation and care of the animals there. In addition to being an exclusive and one-of-a-kind fashion item, these jeans literally carry the story of big cats printed on their fabric, a creative way to connect fashion and animal protection. Every December in European countries like Austria and Germany, an unusual parade is held where demonic figures march wearing terrifying masks, tiny horns, and chains. This is Krampus, a mythical being that, according to tradition, punishes naughty children. People dress in creepy costumes and walk through the streets, scaring the public while bells ring and they roar like beasts. Hutuan looks like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie, but it is completely real. This Chinese village, located near Shanghai, was abandoned in the 1990s by its inhabitants due to isolation and lack of resources. Over time, nature took full control and vines cover roofs, walls, and paths, transforming the village into a silent forest. Yet today, it is a tourist destination for photographers and adventurers fascinated by how vegetation completely devoured the urban environment. In Brazil, the police patrol an island using water buffalo as transportation. This unconventional method is due to the geography and special conditions of the place, where these animals are ideal for moving through swampy or flooded terrain that no conventional vehicle could cross. The buffalo allow officers to access difficult areas and maintain surveillance effectively. The image of police riding buffalo reflects a unique way of protecting rural communities by combining tradition and functionality. A humanoid robot managed to complete a half marathon in China, running more than 13 miles without human assistance. This achievement demonstrated significant advances in robotics, stability, artificial intelligence, and mechanical endurance. The robot was programmed to maintain balance, avoid obstacles, and keep pace with human participants throughout the course. Although it did not run fast, it did so steadily and safely, monitoring its energy and adjusting its stride like a real runner. There is a futuristic guitar that has no strings, frets, or need for any kind of tuning. At first glance, it looks like a video game controller, but it is a complete musical instrument that uses touch sensors and digital technology to generate chords, scales, and effects in real time. Musicians can customize sounds, change key with a button, and even record loops instantly without complications. It is a revolution in the way music is made, blending the classic with the digital in a surprising way. In Thailand, there is a curious tradition where you can commission a sculpture with someone's face and then hit it as a way to release tension. Although it sounds extreme, it has cultural roots linked to emotional cleansing rituals practiced for generations. These figures made of soft materials allow people to release anger symbolically without causing real harm, and some use them as therapy to overcome breakups or conflicts. It is not witchcraft or voodoo, but a form of psychological release that combines art, tradition, and catharsis. The first underwater winery in the world is located off the Spanish Atlantic coast. More than 25,000 bottles were submerged in the depths of the sea to mature by taking advantage of special conditions such as constant pressure, stable temperature, and total absence of light. This method gives the wine unique flavors different from traditional land aging, and the bottles are protected from oxidation, an innovative technique that blends winemaking tradition and the ocean to create absolutely unique and unrepeatable wines. There is a solar panel that you can fold and comfortably carry in a backpack. Its design is inspired by origami, and it has an output of 25 watts, enough to charge devices such as phones, cameras, or tablets anywhere. It unfolds like a map and easily adapts to any surface, making it ideal for outdoor activities like camping or travel. It is very lightweight, resistant to water and heat, and provides clean energy in a portable and sustainable way. A dog stylist in Brazil has taken the art of grooming to another level by transforming dogs into true living works of art. While using special pet safe dyes and detailed cuts, the stylist turns them into tigers, giraffes, animated characters, and even colorful ice cream designs. The process can take several hours and requires a lot of patience and precision, but the result is so impressive that the dogs become stars in grooming competitions and on social media. It is a mix of art, creativity, and love for animals. A barber does not just cut hair, but turns it into ephemeral art. With the strands that fall from clients, the barber creates portraits of famous figures, arranging each piece like brushstrokes on an invisible canvas. With patience, shadows, contours, and incredible details are formed on a flat surface without using glue or special tools. When finished, a hyper-realistic image made only of human hair remains, although the art lasts briefly because it is all swept away right after taking a photo. In 2013, a gold sculpture of Lionel Messi's left foot was created weighing about 55 pounds and valued at more than $5 million. It was commissioned by a Japanese jewelry company as a tribute to the Argentine footballer and as a symbol of his impact on the world of sports. The level of detail is impressive, with veins, wrinkles, and skin texture perfectly reproduced in solid gold. This piece represents not just a body part, but the instrument with which Messi made history. At the San Diego Zoo lives Lucas, an adorable African penguin that suffers from a condition called pododermatitis that causes severe pain when walking. To improve his quality of life, a team of veterinarians and prosthetic specialists designed small custom orthopedic shoes made from a soft and durable material. Since wearing them, Lucas has been able to move happily again, interact with other penguins, and swim without problems. An example of how technology and love for animals can change a life. Paul Barton is a British pianist who brings his music to very special places, elephant sanctuaries in Thailand. There he plays classical pieces by Beethoven and Chopin for blind, injured, or elderly elephants. And surprisingly, many of them remain still, seem to relax or even sway to the rhythm of the melody. Barton believes that gentle sounds help them calm down and heal emotionally. His work is not a show, but an act of deep compassion that has moved millions of people around the world. The Inner Lace is a residential complex in Singapore with a unique hexagonal design intended to promote community living and sustainability. Its buildings are stacked in a way that creates green spaces and common areas where residents can interact and enjoy the natural environment. This design is not only aesthetic, but also aims to improve quality of life and reduce the environmental impact of construction. It is an example of innovative architecture that combines functionality, aesthetics, and ecological awareness in one place. In South Korea, an exoskeleton was developed that allows people in wheelchairs to walk without human assistance. This technological advancement combines robotics and medicine to restore mobility and autonomy to those who have lost it due to injuries or illness. The exoskeleton fits the body and helps move the legs with simple commands, allowing the user to stand and move more freely. This invention represents a major step forward in inclusion and quality of life for millions of people. There are sculptures so special that they can only be seen from a specific angle, and if you move slightly, they completely disappear before your eyes. They are made with millimeter precision using bars, panels, or wires strategically placed in three-dimensional space. From the front, they form a perfect figure, such as a face or an animal. But from another angle, they look like floating pieces with no connection at all. This type of art plays with perspective, light, and the viewer's position in a fascinating way. A group of fans recreated the entire movie Toy Story using stop-motion technique, frame by frame, with real toys and sets made completely by hand. The result is a homemade version, but surprisingly faithful to the original, respecting every line, piece of music, and gesture of the characters with impressive dedication. And this tribute was uploaded to the internet and quickly went viral because of the effort and creativity visible in every scene. A demonstration of fans' love for Pixar and how traditional animation remains alive thanks to passion. Walmart surprised everyone with a commercial featuring some of the most iconic cars from film and television. The DeLorean from Back to the Future, the Batmobile, the Ghostbusters car, and Kit from Knight Rider all lined up to pick up orders at the store. The campaign was a tribute to pop culture that generated instant nostalgia for millions of people, showcasing the pickup service as if these legendary vehicles also did their shopping there. It was more than advertising. It was a celebration of memories on wheels. Imagine drinking water without using a bottle. But that is possible thanks to edible capsules made from seaweed that are small spheres taken directly into the mouth and dissolve when bitten without leaving any residue. They are designed to drastically reduce plastic consumption, especially at sporting events or massive festivals. They are biodegradable, sustainable, and completely safe for the body, and can also contain other liquids such as juices or energy drinks. A simple invention with huge potential to fight the plastic crisis. A Portuguese priest found a unique way to combine his faith with electronic music by performing as a DJ at religious and cultural events. He mixes modern sounds with spiritual messages, creating environments that invite reflection and celebration at the same time. And this style breaks with the traditional idea of music in church and brings younger generations closer to religion in a creative and engaging way. His work shows that spirituality can adapt and connect with different audiences without losing its essence. In some schools in China, desks have been implemented that transform into beds so students can take naps during the school day. This innovation aims to improve concentration and academic performance by taking advantage of the benefits of a short rest during the day. When nap time arrives, the desk adjusts and becomes a comfortable space to lie down without leaving the classroom. An ingenious solution that balances study and rest during long school days, showing that design can support well-being. Black 3.0 is an ultra-black pigment that absorbs up to 99% of visible light. When objects such as a ball are painted with it, all three-dimensional form is lost, and it appears as a flat void in space completely devoid of volume. The result is so disorienting that the brain takes time to interpret what the eyes are seeing. It is used in art, science, and design to create extreme visual effects, a paint that challenges the way our eyes perceive the world. Finn was a Labrador with a very special job, retrieving bats for the baseball team Las Vegas Aviators. Since 2016, he became the mascot and a fan favorite, always ready to help on the field with his energy and charm that brightened every game. After years of service, he retired in 2024, leaving a heartfelt legacy among fans. So supporters did not just see a dog, but a true member of the team who showed how animals can create deep connections in sports. There is a paper dragon that seems to move, even though it does not move at all. This curious model uses an optical illusion so powerful that it gives the impression that it turns its head and follows you with its gaze wherever you go. It is designed using a reverse perspective technique where shadows and angles trick your brain in an incredible way. Even if you get closer, move away, or walk to the sides, the dragon seems to keep its eyes on you, a fascinating example of how our mind interprets space. Janus is a very special turtle because it has two heads. Born in 1997 in Switzerland, it has two independent brains, which means each head has its own personality and control over movement. However, this peculiarity comes with challenges because it cannot fully hide inside its shell, which would make it vulnerable in the wild. Despite that, Janus has survived for many years under human care, a unique case that shows the rare things nature can create. Uprolites look like ordinary stones at first glance, but when you expose them to ultraviolet light, something magical happens. They begin to glow intensely with impressive orange and yellow tones. These rocks contain a mineral called sodalite that reacts to UV light, creating a spectacular and hypnotic fluorescent effect. They were discovered on the shores of Lake Superior in the United States and have become popular among collectors and geology enthusiasts. Walking along the beach with a UV flashlight, searching for them has become an exciting activity. A spherical robot patrols streets in China on its own, equipped with sensors, cameras, speakers, and even net launchers. It moves smoothly through plazas, airports, or train stations, detecting suspicious behavior and alerting authorities in real time. If necessary, it can intervene by launching a net to immobilize a person or deter them with warning messages, all without direct human contact. This innovation shows how robotics is increasingly entering everyday life, even in security matters. A video went viral showing how a clothing store exaggerates while promoting a simple jacket. Instead of just showing the garment, the presentation is filled with lights, slow motion, and epic music, as if it were an action movie where the jacket is the hero. The piece spins, shines, and even seems like the salvation of winter, when in reality it is just another ordinary jacket. This visual critique makes us reflect on how advertising manipulates our perceptions and constantly creates false needs. Daniel Rosen is an artist who creates interactive mirrors without using glass or any reflective materials. Instead, he uses objects such as wooden pieces, brushes, or metal discs that move through hidden motors to form your reflection in real time. These objects rotate, tilt, or change position, creating a pixelated but perfectly recognizable image that follows every gesture and movement of the viewer. Rosen combines art, mechanics, and technology in a unique way, making each piece seem alive. There is a transportation concept that seems to combine train and airplane called flying train. When instead of wheels it has wings and propellers, it floats above tracks, reaches more than 300 miles per hour, and can carry up to 2,000 people at the same time. It does not need a runway to take off or an airport, only an elevated track specifically designed for this system. It is like flying but without turbulence or traffic, designed for large cities where subways are no longer enough, a concept that could completely change the way we travel. Macrofine is an Instagram account that reveals the hidden world behind everyday objects with extremely high-quality macro photography. It shows details that you would never notice with the naked eye, such as textures, patterns, or tiny structures that seem to belong to a completely different planet. This account transforms ordinary things into visual works of art that spark curiosity and amazement instantly. Seeing these images makes you realize that the ordinary can hide incredible beauty and complexity when you get close enough. There is a watch that has no screen, but you can still interact with it. It is called Lumi Watch, and it projects its entire interface directly onto your skin through a mini projector that turns your arm into a functional touchscreen. You can move your hand and make gestures to control functions without touching buttons or glass of any kind. It is compact, minimalist, and seems straight out of a science fiction movie. You are literally using your arm as if it were a tablet, futuristic technology in portable form. The military aircraft C-5M Super Galaxy is so large that it can carry up to 127 tons of weight. It is not only impressive because of its colossal size, but also because of the technology on board, being able to fly enormous distances without needing to refuel along the way. It is designed to transport everything from heavy equipment to humanitarian aid in complex missions around the world. It is like a flying titan created to overcome any challenge in the air and deliver its cargo wherever needed. There is a portable fire pit perfect for those who love real fire but hates smoke and mess. It is made of stainless steel, runs on firewood, and its design allows the fire to burn clean with almost no smoke, providing very pleasant heat that you can enjoy on patios or while camping. It is compact, safe, and easy to move anywhere without worrying about flying ashes or dangerous sparks. You can literally place it on a table and create a cozy atmosphere without the traditional downsides of outdoor fire. A Japanese company created a robot that solves the Rubik Cube so fast that you cannot even see it. The Mitsubishi electric robot does it in 0.305 seconds. Before you can blink, the cube is already completely solved. It uses extremely precise sensors and motors so fast they seem like pure magic. The system analyzes the cube, it calculates the optimal solution, and moves the pieces as if they were air, breaking all existing world records. Pizza Hut launched an accessory as crazy as it is brilliant, a pizza warmer that connects directly to a PlayStation 5. It takes advantage of the heat generated by the console during gameplay to keep the pizza warm and ready to eat at all times. The design is a compartment that sits on top of the console without affecting its normal operation. Although it was part of a special promotion and is not available to everyone, it caused a sensation among gaming and food fans. In 2024, China introduced female humanoid robots so realistic that at first glance they look like real people with synthetic skin, natural gestures, and smooth movements. These robots can hold conversations, answer questions, and display basic emotions such as surprise or joy in a convincing way. They were designed for customer service, tourism, and elderly care, and can learn and adapt to their environment thanks to advanced artificial intelligence. A demonstration that the future of robotics is already walking among us. There is a special harness designed to help blind dogs move more safely in their daily lives. It has a rigid ring at the front that acts like a contact antenna, and when the ring gently bumps into an obstacle, such as a wall or furniture, the dog senses it before hitting and can change direction. It is as if the dog had a sixth sense that warns it about what is around without causing pain. This invention gives independence back to many older dogs or those with vision loss. The Newton chain, also known as a magic chain, is a visual experiment that shows how gravity and inertia act together in a surprising way. When a chain is dropped from a surface, instead of falling straight down, it first forms an arc upward as if it were defying the laws of physics before your eyes. This happens because the part that is falling pulls the part that is still at rest, and that force makes it rise before descending. It is hypnotic to watch, as if the chain had a life of its own. In a children's hospital in Nanning, China, an intelligent robot is already part of the medical team, taking care of filling prescriptions automatically, quickly, and accurately. It analyzes the prescription, locates the medications, and packages them, all without human intervention and with impressive precision. This reduces errors, improves waiting times, and allows medical staff to focus on more complex tasks that require human attention. A silent robotic assistant with a significant impact on healthcare. The Lady Amherst pheasant is one of the most visually striking birds on the planet. Its hypnotic plumage combines white, emerald green, intense red, and black in patterns that look as if they were hand-embroidered by an expert artist. Its tail can measure more than 3 feet, and its movements make it shine with every turn it takes. Native to Asia, it is so rare to see in the wild that many people think it is a mythical bird, a true living spectacle that looks painted with a fine brush. After a devastating earthquake in Turkey, during a break in a soccer match at a stadium, fans threw thousands of stuffed animals from the stands onto the field to cheer up children affected by the tragedy. This initiative emerged as a spontaneous display of solidarity and hope in the midst of pain. The stuffed animals became a symbol of comfort and community, and many were collected and sent directly to shelters. the image of plush toys flying through the air. Imagine being able to follow a soccer match without seeing absolutely anything. That is possible thanks to an incredible device designed for people with visual impairments that works with a board and a small magnetic disc. The disc moves according to the position of the ball in real time, and users place their fingers on the board to feel the movement as if they were touching the match. And in this way, they can perceive plays, goals, and corner kicks, turning soccer into a tactile and inclusive experience for everyone. An inventor built a fully functional motorcycle without using wheels as we know them. Instead of traditional round tires, a different movement system was designed that allows it to move forward, turn, and brake with unique and completely different technology. The motorcycle looks like something out of a science fiction movie with a futuristic design and a mechanism that stands out for its mechanical complexity. Although it is not intended for mass production, the project shows that there is still room for innovation in something as classic as transportation. Jesse Martin designs digital illustrations that seem normal until you zoom in and discover hundreds of hidden details within the image. Cities, animals, and entire scenes appear hidden within a single composition that works as both fractal and narrative art at the same time. The works are designed to be explored like visual maps that never end, revealing more the closer you get to each corner. Some pieces have more than 100 hours of dedication and are filled with cultural references and fantasy. Guillermo Galti is an Argentine artist who transforms scrap into art using recycled metals to create striking biomechanical sculptures without motors or electricity. Gears, tubes, and old parts come together to form robotic creatures that could have come out of a science fiction movie and seem to have a life of their own. Galti does not only aim to impress visually, but also sends an ecological message by giving new life to what others discard as waste. His technique combines welding, our precision, and boundless imagination, where each piece tells a story. The Volkswagen commercial titled The Force, starring a child dressed as Darth Vader, became the most viewed advertisement on YouTube after airing during the Super Bowl of 2011. In the spot, the child tries to use the Force to move objects at home until he manages to start his father's car with a remote control and reacts with complete amazement. The mix of tenderness, humor, and the iconic soundtrack achieved millions of views in just a few days. Its success demonstrated the power of nostalgia and a good story in advertising. James Cook is a British artist who decided to make art with a tool that almost no one uses, the typewriter. Using only keys, ink, and paper, he creates hyper-realistic portraits, landscapes, animals, and even entire cities where each letter, number, or symbol becomes a small point within a larger drawing. There is no possibility of erasing or correcting, so each piece requires absolute patience and precision. His work proves that brushes and colors are not necessary to create truly striking art. Pole vaulting over rivers in the Netherlands is a sporting activity that has its roots in an ancestral necessity. Farmers and fishermen in the region used poles to cross rivers and canals for centuries, especially during winter when conditions made it impossible to use boats. Today, this tradition has become a competitive sport where participants use a long pole to jump over rivers and canals trying to reach as far as possible. It is part of Dutch cultural history and very popular among locals. And there is a pen that not only writes but also calms your nerves thanks to magnets and pieces that spin and move between your fingers. It is perfect for those endless meetings or when you are stuck studying, since you touch it, spin it, and play with it. And without realizing it, you focus more on what you are doing. It also writes with smooth ink, so it is not just a toy, it is also useful for taking notes without tiring your hand. It is like a spinner, but much more useful. Ideal for those who cannot stay still for even a second. A self-cleaning litter box for cats sounds like magic, but it exists and works perfectly. It has sensors that connect to an app and knows when the cat enters and leaves. As soon as the cat finishes, the box activates, collects the waste, and stores it in a sealed bag that you only need to empty every few days. It is also spacious, so even larger cats are comfortable. And best of all, it eliminates that strong smell that usually fills the house. In India, there is a security guard who went viral during a match after being seen dancing on the field alongside the team mascot. Far from being stiff or serious as his job requires, he followed the rhythm of the music with energy and style, spreading joy to the crowd. Although his main role is to watch over security, he found a fun way to connect with the atmosphere while still doing his job. An example of how you can enjoy what you do, even in the most monotonous routine. There is a futuristic electric tricycle for adults that has a brushless motor and reaches up to 31 miles per hour on a full charge. The most surprising thing is that it can turn without moving even an inch thanks to its zero turning radius, making it ideal for moving through cities with heavy traffic or tight spaces. It looks like a golf cart, but with much more style and power. It has a comfortable seat and is very easy to drive. A vehicle that combines futuristic design with real urban functionality. There is an artist who paints complete scenes on the edges of pages of old books. An ancient technique that is little known in the art world. From landscapes to portraits, the works are only revealed when you slightly open the book and tilt the pages to one side. At first glance, they look like ordinary volumes. But when tilted, the hidden art appears between the pages as if by magic. Flossie, an extraordinary cat, holds a Guinness record for being the oldest in the world. In 2022, at 26 years old, she reached an age equivalent to about 120 human years, something incredible for a domestic cat. Care, proper nutrition, and the affection of her owners played a fundamental role in her long life. Well, Flossie shows that with attention and love, our pets can stay with us much longer than we imagine. In Brazil, the police precisely waited for the birthday of a young man accused of multiple crimes because he could only be legally arrested upon reaching adulthood. So on the very day he turned 18, officers showed up to arrest him without letting even a single moment pass. The strategy avoided legal loopholes and showed how to act intelligently within the law without rushing or making mistakes. A perfectly timed arrest that shows that justice sometimes requires a lot of patience. There is a car that transforms into an airplane in less than 3 minutes. It is called Samson Switchblade. It has 3 wheels and deploys wings to fly, carrying up to 2 people with a parachute included for safety. The interior is fully digital like a modern aircraft cockpit, perfect for avoiding city traffic. There are not many in the world yet, but when you see it in action, it looks straight out of a futuristic movie, an invention that combines automobile and aircraft in a single vehicle. In the 1930s, a revolutionary invention changed the way cars parked. A vehicle with a 5th rear wheel that rotated to make parking in tight spaces easier. This innovative design allowed the car to maneuver in very narrow streets, making parking much simpler than usual. Although the concept seems simple, at the time it was a major technological improvement that impressed everyone. Today, similar systems are used in modern vehicles. But this invention proved that simple ideas can make a big difference. And the hydraulophone is an astonishing musical instrument that produces sound thanks to the flow of water through special tubes. Instead of air or strings like traditional instruments, the musician covers and uncovers small jets with their fingers, modifying the tone and vibration produced. The result is a soft, almost magical sound, like a mix between a flute and an organ, with water flowing as part of the visual experience. It is art, music, science combined in a single instrument where playing with water has never been so harmonious. An artist robot powered by artificial intelligence creates original works of art by learning styles and techniques from great masters of painting. The technology allows the robot to mix colors, shapes, and styles completely autonomously, generating surprising results that challenge the idea of creativity as something exclusively human. This opens a fascinating debate about the future of art, artificial intelligence, and what originality really means in an automated world. A question that makes us reflect on what it means to be an artist in the digital age. A pair of smart glasses that look normal hide impressive technology inside. They translate conversations in real time by displaying text as if it were floating in front of your eyes, and also include step-by-step navigation, access to multimedia content, and calls without needing to look at a phone. It is like having a mini computer in your field of vision in a discreet and useful way for traveling or learning languages. They are controlled by voice or simple gestures, on another step toward an augmented life where information is always in sight. In the middle of the Venice Canal, a giant violin-shaped sculpture floats as if it were a boat sailing through the water. This artistic piece was created after the pandemic as a symbol of hope, beauty, and resilience for the entire city. Built with recycled materials and decorated with musical details, it measures more than 39 feet long and can carry people while it slowly moves. It is a combination of sculpture, floating architecture, and a tribute to music that the city embraces as a form of cultural rebirth. In Thailand, there is a theme park famous for its spectacular parades and bright lights that has won several Guinness records for its scale. This place is a visual festival where culture, art, music, and technology combine to offer unforgettable shows every night. Visitors enjoy elaborate floats, immersive music, and special effects that fill the entire venue with energy. It is a space that boosts tourism and showcases the best of Thai tradition with a modern touch. A quadruped robot dog called Unitree has three-dimensional sensors and analyzes terrain in real time to climb stairs completely on its own. It walks like a real animal, avoids obstacles, and can even maintain balance if someone pushes it strongly. It has no head or eyes, but gives the impression of having a life of its own when moving across any surface. It is used in security, exploration, and reconnaissance tasks, and can follow you like a personal robot pet. Mercedes-Benz developed a system that allows its vehicles to rotate 360 degrees in place without moving forward or backward even an inch. This innovative system uses advanced technology with individual traction on each wheel and an intelligent design that makes it ideal for difficult terrain and narrow roads. Imagine being in a space with no room to maneuver, and suddenly your car spins on itself effortlessly. A clear example of how engineering continues to push the limits of mobility. There is a portable collar that gives you clean air all day using special filters and advanced technology. You do not need a mask or anything covering your face because this device creates a kind of invisible bubble of pure air around your head. It uses certified filters, ultraviolet light, and carbon to clean the air you breathe at every moment. The battery lasts 8 full hours, ideal if you have allergies or live in areas with heavy pollution, allowing you to walk through the city as if you had your own ventilation system. A phone that folds and turns into a bracelet is already a technological reality. It is the Motorola Adaptive Display, a device with a flexible 6.9-inch screen that can be worn as a smartwatch around your wrist. You can also place it upright as a stand or use it fully flat like any other conventional phone. It has artificial intelligence that adapts the interface colors to your clothing and batteries, distributed throughout the body of the device. The robot Q6 by Toyota has broken a record by making a basketball shot from an incredible distance of 80 feet. And this robot uses adaptive artificial intelligence that adjusts its movements and calculates the perfect trajectory to score with precise accuracy. The most impressive part is not just the record, but how each attempt becomes more accurate than the last, demonstrating the constant evolution of robotics and the ability of machines to surpass human technical skills. There is an artist who uses rusty pieces, old gears, broken chains, and discarded metal fragments to bring to life impressive sculptures that seem to have a soul of their own. Animals, human figures, or imaginary creatures emerge from what others would simply see as industrial waste. The most interesting part is that the original shapes of the pieces are preserved, integrating them cleverly into the final design without altering their essence. The result is visually striking and also a deep reflection on the hidden value in what we throw away every day. The flipbook technique consists of drawing a sequence of slightly different images on each page of a notebook, and when you flip the pages quickly with your thumb, the movement comes to life before your eyes like a small movie. There are no screens or electricity, just drawing, rhythm, and a lot of patience to create each frame by hand. It is pure and handcrafted animation, the oldest way to give motion to still images that anyone can try. A simple but fascinating art that shows that creativity does not need technology to impress. Thousands of feet below the sea, the California condor was nearly extinct in the wild by 1987. Only 27 individuals remained, and all were captured for a desperate breeding program. Reintroduction efforts began in the 1990s, and in 1996, the first condors were released in the Grand Canyon area, where the first wild chick in decades hatched in 2003. Today, there are more than 500 condors in the world, with hundreds soaring freely over California, Arizona, Utah, and Baja California. Hilary Swank literally had to put her body on the line to win her second Oscar for Million Dollar Baby. To portray boxer Maggie Fitzgerald, she trained almost 5 hours a day, gained about 20 pounds of muscle, and ended up with a life-threatening staph infection from a blister on her foot, which she hid from the crew so as not to halt filming. This extreme dedication led her to win the Oscar for Best Actress twice. 3x3 basketball, born on street courts and in urban tournaments, made the most improbable leap. It became an Olympic sport at Tokyo 2020. There it debuted with frenetic 10-minute games on a single hoop, music playing in the background, and a scoreboard that almost never drops below peak tension. What began as a friendly rivalry now awards Olympic medals. Chinese dumplings, a humble food from markets and family homes, became a gourmet obsession in the United States and Europe. Chains like Din Tai Fung brought perfect xiaolongbao, those dumplings filled with soup, to luxury shopping malls around the world. A heron was recorded using a piece of bread as bait to fish, dropping it into the water, waiting patiently, and when a fish approaches, catching it precisely with its beak. And this behavior observed in the wild shows a level of intelligence and learning through observation that we often do not associate with common birds. It is not a random repeated trick. It does it with calculated precision, as if it knows exactly what result it will get. A scene that shows how ingenious nature can be when it comes to survival. A digital artist named Joshua Vides transforms objects and vehicles into optical illusions using only black and white. Cars look like they came straight out of a comic, with bold outlines, flat shadows, and zero depth that completely confuse the human eye. It is such an effective visual trick that the brain takes time to process whether what it is seeing is real or a three-dimensional drawing. A creative talent that shows how art can alter our perception of everyday reality. Well, and with this, we reach the end of this video. Give it a like, subscribe if you have not done so yet, and turn on notifications so you do not miss a single interesting fact. Share this video with someone who loves learning new things. They will appreciate it. See you in the next video.